Hello, everyone. Welcome to May's Intel Monthly MVP interview. The Intel Monthly MVP is a partnership between NSC and Intel, where students can nominate outstanding members of their community. Today, I'm joined by Kat, this month's MVP. So, Kat, tell me a bit about yourself.
Hi, so I'm Kat. I go to the University of Warwick. I'm actually graduating in 2 days. So I am finishing, I'm a final year student, and I've been part of the Warwick Esports Society for my entire 3-year university career.
Nice, nice. How did you first get into esports and gaming?
I first got into it through my brother. He's a year older than me, and obviously when I was younger, whatever he did was the cool thing to do. So I got into Minecraft, and then eventually League of Legends, and then eventually Rainbow Six Siege with him, and it kind of went from there. So yeah, very much like a sibling thing that we used to spend a lot of time doing in summers.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely got into gaming through my brother
Yeah.
straight away. I was always the annoying little brother, like, is it my turn yet?
Yeah, same. And I try and play with his friends, and he would say like, "No, they're my friends." Yeah, whole thing.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about your past roles at Warwick on the committee.
Yeah, so it was actually I got into the whole more esports ecosystem, I guess, really early on. I actually started before Freshers Week, before my
Oh
first year
wow.
in that summer. You know, when everyone's excited to go to
Yeah,
uni, but they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of waiting. Yeah, so I headed up the Rainbow Six Siege team, the whole group there, and then I moved on to be vice president last year, and then I was president this year. Although I have just finished that, I've just passed that on as well. So yeah, a pretty linear progression for me.
Yeah, sort of like a real varied of roles as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What made you, obviously you said you were really keen. What made you
Mm,
like join in the first place? So did you like know going into university that you
mm.
wanted to be a part of this community straight away?
Yeah, so I had a bit of an unorthodox approach to university. I actually am quite proud to say I came through clearing. So it was a bit of a hectic time for me, as I'm sure you can imagine. And I was really worried about coming, but my brother, again, who's a year older than me, he went to Exeter, and he said, actually, Warwick has a really good esports group. And I was like, really? So I thought, I'll try and make myself excited about this university I'm going to. I like gaming, so that was a good way in. Also, obviously, the whole pandemic, whole COVID thing. I think lockdown was basically the October that I joined,
Oh wow.
so there wasn't much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was mainly just, we were all isolated to our own flats. So the only way I could really meet people and feel like I was getting, some sort of university experience was online. So I do consider myself really lucky in that regard, actually. I think gamers in general had a slightly more tolerable time
Yeah, 100%.
than the rest of the people. Like a lot of my flatmates who really struggle with not going outside, and it wasn't as hard for me.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Obviously, we're used to connecting with a lot of our friends
Yeah.
online anyway, so it wasn't, yeah, as horrendous as like you said.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously you've been part of the university esports scene for quite some time now. What's the best thing that you've like worked on or been a part of?
Mhm. Oh,
Big question.
yeah. To be honest, it's something that I have to remind myself that I did. It's actually like I forget it quite frequently, but the thing that was most impactful to me was back in March 2021,
Mhm.
maybe we did a charity fund, like we did a fundraiser for Stonewall, which is an LGBTQ plus charity. We did like a Minecraft Hunger Games thing, and it raised something like £500 in about 3 hours.
Nice.
Which, yeah, it was just, I mean, to be honest, for me, it was like the first thing I did as vice president. And I've done so much since then that I actually forget that we did it. But actually, it's, obviously, Stonewall and the things I support are very close to my heart. So the fact that, esports especially allowed me to fundraise for such an important charity is probably the thing I am most proud of. Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. Amazing. So moving on, what do you enjoy about esports itself? Like what makes you
Mm.
passionate about it?
I think so. I always played esports not for the competitive aspect but more for the multiplayer collaborative thing.
Yeah.
It's I think there's two groups of people, right? There's the people that really want to win, and then there's those that actually I just enjoyed the fact that you had to play as a team,
Mm.
and therefore, I had to meet people and I had to hang out with people. So that's always been the thing that drew me to esports over like other games. As I've got older, I have started an appreciation for single players, but definitely when I was first starting, I mean, university as well, it was just esports was such like the collaborative, the team aspect was my favorite part by far, because it also, you're basically just speaking to your friends and you don't have to come up with conversation starters,
Yeah.
which was amazing. That was great. That was great for me. So yeah, I think that's my favorite part, was the fact that you're forced to, communicate and work with others, where in other games you don't necessarily have to do that.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. I've definitely been, I don't know, I've had quite a different path myself of being super,
Mm.
super competitive, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, you know what, let's just chill out. I'll play with my friends. I'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Um, that's been like my progression.
Yeah, I was
Um,
never that competitive. I couldn't do it. I decided early on that I did not have the mental fortitude, so it was always just fun for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I guess looking more to like the future now, so obviously you said that you're going to be graduating really, really soon. What are you looking to do like after university? Are you interested
Mhm.
in esports still? Is it going to
Mhm.
be a part of your lifestyle, your career, your hobbies still, do you reckon?
Mhm. Yeah, I think it will still be a huge part of my life and my hobbies. I've actually chosen to go for a more traditional grad program, like corporate career path,
Hmm.
just because that was honestly something is another part of my life I'm interested in. But I do always, to be honest, see esports like professionally as in my future somewhere.
Yeah,
At the moment, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to get skills in a more traditional industry, and then hopefully be able to come back and almost like apply those.
yeah,
So that's currently my current thoughts, but I'm definitely looking to stay within the ecosystem,
yeah.
keep it as a hobby. Obviously, stay active on Twitter, those kind of things. I think, but at the moment, it's definitely still an important part of my life that I won't get rid of, but it won't be my day to day
Yeah.
for the next couple of years.
You
Yeah,
know, it sounds like you've got definitely got an idea for sure.
we'll see.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I have for you today. Congrats once again on being May's Intel
Thank you.
Monthly MVP. Do you have any last shout outs for anyone?
Oh yeah, just quickly, because we could be here all day. I want to give a massive shout out to the exec that are currently in place at Warwick Esports, the new exec, Isra, especially the new president. She's amazing. There's no one else, no other team that I'd rather give the society onto. And then also a quick shout out to the exec that really started my journey. So there was a lot of executives in the Warwick Esports that aren't necessarily part of esports anymore, but were really crucial to my development. So, like the vice president Paul, who was there, and then the president for when I was VP, Foss. I am really grateful to all those people for keeping me in the industry. All the mentors I've had in the industry, I can't name them all, but all of them, everyone that just reignites that spark for me whenever it dims slightly. I really appreciate and I'm very thankful. And whoever also nominated me for this, thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm very grateful.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. But
Right.
anyway, thanks to everyone for watching. And we'll see you again soon.
Bye.